this insane crazy alert. Franklin Graham. This is what happens when you suck up to Donald Trump, who himself sucks up to Putin and to the Saudis and to the Emiratis and to the, pick your dictators, right? Donald Trump loves them. They give him money, of course. So, Franklin Graham is getting money from the people who are supporting Donald Trump, and now he's tweeting, pray for President Putin today. Well, yeah, I could say, pray that Putin won't take us to war. But that's not quite what he said. Well, actually, I suppose it is. He said this. He said we need to pray that God would work in his heart so that war could be avoided at all costs. But he didn't go on to say and pray for President Biden, pray for the United States. Yeah, I think if nothing else, it was an unforced error. Number one. Number two, wanted to raise this question. How is the right dividing us to get more power? I find this fascinating. Rick Wilson, an old Republican strategist who's now part of the Lincoln Project group. I have a lot of respect for them, actually. Has come out and said that the reason why so many Republicans in the United States, some of them outspokenly, like Ted Cruz, yeah, truckers do it. Why these Republicans are going along with the trucker tantrum. And he said it's because it amplifies this notion that the elites can't be trusted, that government can't be trusted. It's another effort to destroy a democracy. This is what the Republican Party has become. It has become a faction. To quote James Madison in Federalist Number 10, it has become a faction that seeks only its own power and is willing to destroy its own country to get and maintain and hold on to that power and the wealth associated with that power. Rick Wilson says, I think, speaking of the Canadian truckers thing, and the one that's going to be coming to Washington, D.C. in time for, in 2 weeks is the State of the Union address. And so now they're starting one in Barstow, California, and they're going to drive across the country and show up in D.C. And trucking companies across the country are saying, we don't want our employees participating in this. We're not fans of this. But anyhow, Rick Wilson says, now it is just the objection to power, the objection to expertise, the objection to anyone they call elites. And he points out Mark 3:25, in the Bible, where Jesus said, if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And he points out that during World War II, keep in mind, leading up to World War II, we actually had Nazi rallies in the United States. The one in Madison Square Garden was the largest, and it was huge. I mean, 100,000 or tens of thousands of Americans wearing Nazi armbands and giving the Hitler salute and saying, Heil Hitler. I think it was in 1939. I mean, we went into war in the 40s. And so when the war started, that kind of went away and faded out, and the government started running these posters that said, united we stand, divided we fall. And a fine thing it was. So how is the right dividing us to get more power? This is just another symptom of it, in my opinion, and frankly, a nightmare one.